Sorry.
We remembered to sip this time.
Yeah. Welcome to Happy Hour with the Pink Stitchers.
Thanksgiving edition.
Yes.
New location.
Yep. No animals.
Yeah.
No animals this time. Walter is downstairs. We are in the craft room,
In Erica's craft room.
which we'll be relocating
Right.
to a bigger room. It's like a long, skinny room, so it's not ideal for guests in your craft room.
But we figured since there's holiday activity, we'd be better off up here.
yes.
But anyways, this is episode number 10, or video number 10.
I'm Erica.
I'm Jayme.
And I'm Chris, and we're the Pink Stitchers.
We're breast cancer survivors, doing all that. Primarily talking about cross-stitch, our lives,
A few other
crafty
crafts once in a while.
stuff.
Little wool crafting.
Our problem was shopping.
Yep.
You know, all the above.
We're enjoying peach raspberry mimosa to celebrate the awesome Packer win today.
Yes, it's very delicious.
We had one
Yeah, I had a little incident with mine. It was a bit like...
alcohol abuse.
Yeah. Laura from Brendan the Serial Stitcher and her Coke. I had a similar situation with my drink, so it wasn't pretty, but
We had a downer.
we recovered from that.
Walter helped clean it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He had a few ice cubes.
Yeah.
But we can get into our life updates. I was trying to remember all the things that have happened. I mean, there are some big things, but I couldn't remember like the small things that have happened.
I know, I was struggling myself.
Yeah, but we had Quinn's last soccer game for the season, thankfully, and we had some basketball games, so we're switching on over officially. Last Friday, I went and hung out, had a little pajama party at one of my high school friends' house, so the three of us had some cocktails, and I was invited over to have a pajama party and watch movies, but we didn't even we didn't even get that far. It was just
You gotta be talking.
it was just reminiscing and being silly and whatever. So sometimes you just need to have that.
You do.
I participated in being a guinea pig for the Jingle Ball last week, which that was fun. We got to go in and navigate around and see if anything's broken and help the designers make sure that they have everything set up and stuff for their classrooms. So, I don't know, got me really excited. I think the platform's really nice. The stitching rooms were great. There's whip, speed dating. That was fun. So yeah, I'm really pumped. So if you haven't gotten your ticket for that yet,
Next weekend.
there's still time, yes.
But it's coming up fast.
Next weekend already.
Yeah. Best $10 you ever spend
Yep.
because
Yes.
it's really, I mean, it's well worth it. So
We'll be jingle balling.
Yeah.
We'll be jingle balling. Yep. So that was fun. I went, Primitive Gatherings has a primitive Christmas event where they had a red, white, and, red, green, and cream quilt show.
Red, white, blue.
Whatever. A quilt show, and it was like a $5 admission that was donated to a charity, and I think it was
It's
Toys
just
for
a
Tots. And then you could vote. They had a book on the various, I don't know how many were there.
I think she said there were going to be like 60 some.
It was, 50, 60, something like that. All of them were beautiful. It was hard to vote. And then they had some make and take crafts, some snacks, and that was in the gathering part. And then in the store, they had, if you donated $10 to Toys for Tots, they would take $10 essentially off of what you spent at the store. And if you spent $40, you got 5 free patterns, and one of them is a fully kitted project. So that was a difficult thing to decide. I kind of knew what I wanted, and then when I get there and I look at it all, and I'm like, oh man, I want everything, but you can't afford to do all of that. So after about a half hour, I'm like, I'm just going to grab and pay quick before I have any more time to second guess. So I will show all of that during haul, but that was a fun activity. And then this past week, I went to the Sit and Stitch at Primitive Gatherings, and I hadn't been there in a bit, and that was fun too.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's, aside from working and whatever, and our big updates, but we'll cover that in a minute.
I'm pretty boring this time. I didn't really do anything too exciting. I have been working, getting all my things done outside, so I can kind of relax from that for the winter. So I think I hauled my last load of leaves. I did start some Christmas decorating. I got my tree just up. It's not just up. I haven't put lights or anything on it. Started doing some Christmas cards a little bit. Going through some of my Christmas decorations, kind of sorting them out and things like that. I'm redoing some wreaths that I put outside, so I bought some new flowers and decorative things to put on those. I've been working on that a little bit. I worked on a couple of finishing items that I'm going to use for a couple of cross-stitch projects that I did, so I got them stained and varnished and stuff like that. So other than that, not too much. Still working on my well situation, but other than that, I haven't done anything too exciting this time.
I've done less than that. Work. I had a funeral I went to, and
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving yesterday. That's
A little wild.
It was a little wild. We were a bunch of teenagers, and cooking today was a bit much this morning, but I survived. I feel good now, so other than that, that was it.
Okay.
I mean, I really just worked. Last weekend I didn't do much.
Okay.
And then
And then
our big updates.
Our big
our
adventures.
yes, everybody's been dying to know, I'm sure. But we had talked about this before, but not this past, but the week before, Thursday, we, well, how would we say it?
A class. we made a kit.
It's for a group there's called the Dodge County Women's Club that is sponsored, I think, through the hospital where Erica works. And so they once a month get together and they mainly talk about some, questions and things regarding health issues, but then also they'll maybe paint or they'll do something. And so this time they knew that we were doing the cross stitch, so they asked us if we could do a little, presentation. I wouldn't really say it was a class because they are spending primarily an amount of time on talking about the health things, but we did come up with a project. Jayme did a stitch star sample for us, and the gals at Erica's hospital put together the floss and different materials and stuff, so they kind of got a little kit that they could use, and it was interesting because it was a variety of people who've stitched before and people who've never picked up a needle, and it was a little hard because there was a lot of time to really give a lot of individual help. But what was nice was the people who did stitch helped out the people who hadn't stitched before. So I think by the end of the night, it was in a kind of like
club.
a gathering room that wasn't very well lit for it. So people took their phones and really came up with some creative ideas to be able to see and stuff. But I think by the end of the night, everybody was pretty excited to go home and kind of finish up the project. And there were 60?
I thought it was around 70, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was 68 or
Yeah.
something.
People, so it was a large group. So it was.
And I will report that the one girl that had come, she stopped me after our huddle at work and was like, I gotta talk to you. And I was like, oh boy, what happened? And she's like, how do I finish this now? She had it all stitched.
Oh, good.
And she's like, I even put a little orange down here in these leaves because I had extra orange left. And
Well, that's nice.
yeah, so
Yeah,
I think
it was
successful.
There were lessons learned. I mean, we've never done something like that, and given the fact that we really only had, us, including the other things going on, was about an hour, right? So, and coming into it, I typed up a whole thing on different tools you use, the differences between the fabrics, and FlossTube recommendations, and just different things like that. And when we started, I kind of started out asking how many people know what they're doing, but then it just kind of got, hands were being raised, and so we were told, okay, or we weren't told, they were told, if you have a question, just raise your hand and one of the pink stitchers will be over to help you. And the initial panic was that the DMC, it's a small project, so you didn't need very much, and so the volunteers pre-cut it, but it wasn't labeled. So then that was getting people a little worked up because...
And there weren't many colors.
No, and that's the thing is I wish
something.
maybe starting out I would have just said, it's really not that important. There's 2 tree trunks, there's a pumpkin.
That's what I told.
Whatever.
I said, so there's a few mahoganies, a lighter dark.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just, if it looks brown, put it on there.
Yeah. But I feel like that started sort of a lot of fluster, and then that got us a little worked up. So I feel like then halfway through I'm like, oh my gosh, this isn't going great.
Yeah.
But then by the time that they were dismissed, they were told, you can pack up your things and go, or you can hang out for a little bit yet. And a lot of people stayed and kept going. So I feel
think
like
they
it was,
enjoyed it, and
we'll just
Yeah.
Now
we know. Now we know.
Next
Not
time
sure I'm going to do one in the near future. So, but it was a good experience.
It was.
Yeah.
So then, we left there 8:30
Like 9
or
or
something.
9 o'clock, I
Yeah.
think.
And then it was like an hour drive home for me, and then I couldn't settle down. So by the time I went to bed, it was well after midnight, and then I got up at 3:30 in the morning because we were headed to Blue Earth, Minnesota to Welcome Stitchery.
Yes.
So that was a 5-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was our best
Yeah.
life. We were
Yeah,
living
it
our
was.
best lives, really. And we stopped in La Crosse, Wisconsin for some breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
What was
Yeah.
the place called?
Hungry Peddler.
Hungry Peddler. And it was like an old restaurant bar
Mm-hmm.
kind of a thing. I mean, I don't know when it was from, but like meant to still look really old. Who knows?
And
But
then all like old pictures and
yeah, like a stained glass ceiling, whatever. It was cool. But kicking it right off in the entranceway, there was a flyer for senior speed dating.
Here we go.
So
Here we go.
you betcha that I ripped one of those off and handed it to her. There was only one other tab missing, so I don't know how much speed dating there would be, but you had to register ASAP.
You did.
So
and it was, I wanted to say, was it on the 28th
Yeah,
of
I think,
November?
Okay.
yeah.
okay, well,
So it's coming up
it's
quick.
coming up. Yeah.
You best call the number and
I know, I better get
I hope
registered.
you still have it. I mean, we could share the info if anybody needs.
Yeah,
Yes.
if anybody's looking for it
Dating,
and has
but-
time to get into it quick, we can. I think I stuck my little thing up on the bulletin board at my house.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that was funny, but the
Yeah.
breakfast was super good.
Mm-hmm.
But Erica had her Jingle Ball shirt on,
yeah.
and our waitress, who in her 50s, 60s,
Yeah,
perhaps,
That's
but
something like that.
she's like, "Oh, what does that say on your shirt?" And Erica's like, "Oh, the Jingle Ball." And she's like, "Oh, my friend bought me a shirt like that." And we're like, "Oh." She's like, "It's because I wear my Jingle Balls on my chest or something."
Yeah.
And we were like, "Ah,
Yeah.
are you kidding?"
Yeah.
And that,
Started the trip.
and especially telling 3 ladies who don't really have their own boobs anymore,
Yeah.
it was very funny. And
We're all looking like, did she just say that?
it
But
was,
she was fun. It was
yeah.
it was a fun time. And
But that made us laugh until we cried,
yeah.
and on multiple occasions during that trip,
Yes.
because it was just
Yes.
really fun.
We had to tell everybody the story.
Yes.
So it
got
was
us back on track of getting some energy so we could make it the last bit of drive to Blue Earth, and we were super excited because I think we mentioned before they have the 60-foot Jolly Green Giant statue, and so imagine our excitement coming down the road waiting to get there to see the Green Giant, and we did. We saw one of the first
Even
ones.
if Rose didn't notice.
Yeah.
Rose, our buddy Rose, she
Totally missed it, but
yeah.
you can't really miss them.
No.
She
No.
claims she went a different way, and I don't believe her.
But it was a great town. I mean,
Yes.
they were having their kind of kickoff to the holiday season, with Mr. and Mrs. Santa. They had wagon rides, with the horses pulling a wagon. They had a reindeer that you could go see. The shops were all, they had a drawing that they were having for like a cash prize, and so people went around to stores and they would have hot chocolate and cookies and all sorts of
You
things.
could shop, but yeah, cute little
Yeah.
Main Street.
Yes,
Super cute.
decorated, cute, and the people were super friendly. I mean, Friday night we just walked around, and luckily the weather was just,
Perfect.
it was a little bit cool and made you feel wintry, but not cold. Like they said, a lot of times it's really cold.
Yeah, I
and-
think, and it sounded like they had a much better turnout than normal because the weather is normally not as
We went to the
nice.
senior center.
Yeah.
We had
They had a little craft show. Or
Yep.
craft
we had
fair
hot
going
dogs
on
and
there.
walking tacos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had little sprouts, or what are they called?
Oh,
yeah.
the
Little
little mini.
sprout,
yeah.
The little mini.
All around the town they have them, and they're like, if it's by the library, maybe they're just carrying books or something, kind of the theme of whatever the business is that they belong
They were
or that they're in front
adorable.
of. Yeah, super cute. So yeah, that was really nice. It was really a cute small town holiday celebration.
Yep.
And then of course it was Welcome Stitchery.
Yes, and the 24-hour stitch started at 9, but we didn't get there probably till 11:30 maybe. So it was a little like walking in, and
Yeah.
Rose had her seats saved, but it was a little.
Well, you gotta say hi to everybody.
hustle
And
muscles, yep. But then you sit down, then you're like, I want to shop, but we were getting introduced to people, chit chat. We weren't aware that we were going to be sort of like
Yeah.
special guests, so we packed a lot in.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bit of a whirlwind, and we would like to go back again, spend more time, because I feel like
I could have just spent the whole time in the store.
Yeah,
definitely.
It was. I mean, it's not the hugest shop, but she's got amazing things. Justine is so helpful. The people in her store are really helpful. If you wanted fabric or if you were looking for a certain pattern or whatever. But I mean, just for a smaller store, she had just we don't really have, like, we go to Primitive Gatherings and they're building their stock of patterns, but or charts. But this was the first time we had really a chance to just like shop multiple times, and she really had some cute, some things that are from her shop, like they did an ornament,
like
exclusive for their shop, and those were cute, and lots of things kitted up, and the 24-hour stitch thing was nice. I mean, she just added on a little to her shop with having like kind of the shop next door where she can hold her stitching events, so that was nice that you could just walk over to the shop, and it really was a very nice facility, so we had a great time and met lots of nice people, a couple of their floss tubers.
And don't worry, Jayme, she bought one thing, kitted that sucker right up.
Justine was really proud of me for sticking to my plan. We're not talking about that till fall.
You'll see how this one pattern turned out.
If you remember, she said this was going to be a special trip. She was going to just kit up.
Fully kit something.
Fully kit one project, and that was it. So we'll let you be the judge of that when we get to haul, because I feel like
Justine kept me on it. But yeah, when we got there, like, we met Julie from Running with Scissors, Stitching with Jane and Julie. Her and her daughter were there.
Yeah, it was really nice to meet her. She was. We got sucked into a little something with her.
Yeah.
One of her kits, so we'll talk about that in our haul. And was it 2 more floss tubers?
Yep.
That were there?
Janelle from Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time.
Yeah.
She has a floss tube. And Linda from the Stitch in BE, but it's for Blue Earth.
Yes.
Yes. But, and we could talk a little more about that too. But yeah, so they were also there. We sat next to a lady named Christy. Very nice. Rose and Jeanette. Got that right?
Yep.
Mary and Pat behind us. We're maybe gonna make some plans with them to go to the Galleria.
This next year. So
Yep.
that was
The other Julie.
We
She
hung
came
out
to
with
dinner
her.
with
Yes.
us.
So there were many people, and some people that I never.
Shelly Lynn.
Shelly Lynn.
Yeah.
And Shannon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And others. Again, I felt like there was a lot between getting there a little late, doing the stitching, shopping. We played some Welcome Stitchery bingo. We celebrated the holiday thing. Stitch a little more. Then we went to the hotel.
Yep. We were all pooped.
Yep, it was a very nice hotel.
Next trip, we're gonna leave like Thursday.
Yeah.
And then spend the night so we can not feel like you have to be up at the crack of dawn. And then by the time we got to stitching, we were all like, we need a nap.
Yes. And then in the morning, we went to breakfast.
At the
Yeah.
farmer's
Farmer's
daughter.
That
which
was
was a very
fantastic.
delicious. We went with Rose and Jeanette.
Yes.
We had mimosas.
That was a good start to the
Yeah.
It was.
And the
Stitching
food
day.
was delicious.
So then we were going to go to the Jolly Green Giant.
event.
There was no love connection.
No.
And the Jolly Green Giant never got his dang
Scarf. We don't know what happened.
So-
And we're waiting. They promised, Justine promised us a picture when they do it, and we still haven't received one. So we're not really sure. Did they lose a scarf?
Yeah.
Did Santa decide that's too much work to do it?
Yeah.
We're not really sure what happened, but
Yeah, and clearly she didn't get run over by anyone
No,
from Vermont
no,
or anything. So
She didn't. It didn't start snowing like
No.
the movies.
No, so
I had a little hope. The guy with the reindeer seemed a little friendly, but it did not pan out. So,
Well,
I
the
have to-
photographer guy, I felt like he was
Well,
very. He
yeah.
took several pictures of us, so we
Yeah,
could be in
true.
the
Maybe,
newspaper
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
I guess.
And I have that speed dating thing
Yeah.
to fall back
Yeah.
on. So maybe
You got
maybe something on the triple
opportunities.
pan
Yeah.
out, but it wasn't quite 100% a Hallmark movie, but pretty good. I would say it was a great.
It
time.
was amazing. I would
Yep.
go back right now.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do that again.
Then we went to the funeral home. So then
Oh, yeah.
Saturday, there was like a maker's market kind of a
Yep.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there is also a group of stitchers who get together once a month, I think, at the local funeral home, which is an interesting, kind of a fun thing.
Seems weird, but it was like it's a real new funeral home, and you kind of go into the back, and
room.
they have it so nice. It's new and nice.
I think
and
it's probably where they like
yeah, with
after
serving
the
lunch,
funeral
whatever,
they'd
yeah.
serve lunch.
And it was very nice. Very
Yes, they were super inviting and
Yeah.
really excited that we came to say hi. And so that's a group that does the Stitchin' BE FlossTube. We got a picture taken with Linda. I will put pictures in. I posted a lot of them already on Instagram, but
Yeah, they had some beautiful stitching. They were different ones we're working on there too. So
yep.
and she came to the 24-hour stitch.
Yep,
one
she was there
on
the
Friday,
first-
I
yep.
think. Yeah, so they kind of intermingle back and forth. So that's kind of nice to have two different options there,
Especially for such a small town
yeah.
that you have
Yeah, there was a
a
lot
lot
of
of options.
local
Stitchy.
stitching
Yep.
places
To
to get together.
Yep. Then we went back and spent the afternoon
shopping and stitching.
shopping and stitching, and we were
We
so
weren't
sad.
going to. We were not going to shop
Nope,
again.
no
but
more.
No more. Jayme had already maxed out with the one kit. She already had
I know.
it kitted out.
Yeah,
I
she
held
was ready
strong.
to go.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, then it was sad. It was sad to have to
It was
leave
sad to
because
go.
it was like, as soon as we got there, it felt like we had to turn around and come back. So
Yeah.
we are already like plotting. We
And
want
it's a
to.
5-hour drive home, so it's not like we'll sit here as long as we can. I mean, we would have stayed till the end, but
The good thing was, I mean, we came home on Saturdays, so we still had Sunday then to
Yeah,
sort of
to kinda
unwind. But it was.
But yeah, we could have stayed overnight. Probably Saturday night. In hindsight, maybe we should have done that and then kind of But
But you need to go.
Yes.
You need to go. The amount of pride that Justine and the town have, I mean, for her shop, for her town, we were thanked numerous times for supporting the businesses and
right.
and they really had for a small town. They really had a lot of
The grocery store was
everything was really
super
nice.
nice.
Shops with clothing and I can craft things and I mean it was really
Yarn
very nice.
store.
Yeah, a yarn shop. Yep. A quilt shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have a good variety of things to do, even though it's a small town. It's
right.
very nice.
We didn't hit the quilt shop.
No.
No.
I mean,
Well, we just didn't have. I just wanted to stitch and
I know.
talk to people but yeah, we need to go back so we can do all the things. But and it's also worth going just to hear Justine laugh.
Yes.
Her infectious laugh in person is
Yes.
it's great.
That was
But
a great time.
yes, so
Yeah,
that's
so
that.
that.
Okay, so
Stitchy kindness.
we got a lot of stitchy kindness. I'll just name
What do you
things
want
off.
me to do?
Do you want to show them and I will list them off?
Sure.
Okay, so we got a felted gnome ornament from Jeanette. She was Rose's friend. She sat at our table with us.
And this was from one of the shops.
Yep,
She picked those up, and that was really sweet.
Yep,
That she gave
super
us each one of
sweet.
those. So really cute.
Super cute.
And then we got a zipper pull from Dee. She was she made bags and those zipper pulls and some other things. She was set up at the funeral home.
It's got a little angel.
Yep.
It's like hard to see. I gotta put it over your face. Maybe it'll. Cute.
Oh, and this was not from there, but the charm pack there. Well, I was at Primitive Gatherings for the sit and stitch. Lisa Bonjean was handing out little mini charm packs, so I wanted to thank her also. It was very nice.
Yes. It's very pretty colors. I like that.
We played bingo. Justine's special bingo, which is not a...
Not a regular bingo.
Nope, it's not a regular bingo, and it was very fun and
Yes.
funny. But I won. We played once on Friday and once on Saturday, I think. And so I got a... What is that called? The Candy Star Thread Bling.
Yep.
Was one of my winnings.
Lori Holt.
Mm-hmm.
Little. It's cute.
And I also got a candle.
I didn't bring
What
mine,
flavor?
but I got a candle as well.
I got a candle too.
It's a mystery scent.
Yeah, there was.
She had all different things.
I like that one. It's like fresh.
It's like a fresh
Like
one.
linen or
Yep.
something. But her family,
Mm-hmm.
Justine's family makes these.
Oh, do they?
I believe so. That was, I think the name on the sticker
Oh,
was her.
okay. I didn't know.
I didn't look
I
at
just like the smell. So
I feel
like
like somebody told me that.
it. Okay.
Maybe Rose or somebody.
Okay. Then Rose,
Oh yeah.
she gave us some wool squares.
And she also gave me this little package of
Yeah.
wool, which was very, very generous. And I can't wait to use it in a project.
She
So-
brought a bunch of her finished wool projects and different things.
Yes.
She also gave us some wool patterns that I have somewhere, but there they are. Ones that she's already finished, and she donated them to us for us to work on. So
It's a little love and beezer. Bees.
her and Erica had many rituals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Justine was trying to
This flag. I feel like I want to do this flag.
thought she might be Rose's best friend, but it was
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Rose was not
When I was
having
walking
it.
out the door, Rose said I was still number one. So, this little table mat, some bags.
We are bag makers.
We are bag makers. Daisy mat. Some Be Crazy, like a little summary.
We are be crazy.
We are Be Crazy. These we're gonna get on Easter.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
These little eggs are stinking adorable. In the fall. And
Some snowmen.
snowman.
Mm-hmm.
Winter blessing.
Yeah.
So
She also gave me some more things for my dollhouse that
Oh.
she picked up. Between her and Justine's donation of coffee mugs and alcohol cups, my
Yes.
house is gonna have a whole room
all they can do is drink in her house.
and a bunch of Christmas trees.
And they're gonna have a lot of Christmas trees.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be holiday parties one after the other.
It could be like Priscilla from Stitching with the Housewives. I could have a Christmas 5 of them in each room for my dollhouse.
Yeah,
You
you
could.
could. For your dollhouse, and
Yep.
then people could get a drink in each room.
Exactly.
And we came to the conclusion today that she really is the favorite. Now I spend my whole morning, I'm feeling a little under the weather. I cook all this food, turkey and whatnot, get it all done. She says, Jayme, your sweet potatoes are amazing.
And they were.
I'm not saying they weren't, but Jayme made the sweet potatoes. I made everything else. She never complimented me on a darn thing that I made.
I complimented you on everything.
When you're good, you're good. And
Yeah. So, once again, the favorite over there, her sweet potatoes were the best. So, now we know. Now we know. All right, what do we got left?
okay, so then we got a needle minder from Julie.
Yes. Mine was a little different. I got the something else.
Running with Scissors, Stitching with Jane and Julie. And we just want to say to Jane that we hope you're still doing well and healing and all of that. And then from Linda from Stitch and BE, she gave us this floss ring. Super nice.
It's stitched. It's very cute.
Yes, it's very nice. I thought I lost mine. I about had a heart attack, and I had it tucked in
Here's
the
their little
bag. Yes, of their group.
second Saturday of every month in Blue Earth, the funeral home. Check out their FlossTube and Facebook page.
Yep.
So
They were a nice, very nice group of ladies.
Yes, they were.
I don't feel like I know where mine is.
I'm not sure. I know I have it, but I don't remember.
Mine,
I have to
it
look
was
in
in
my
my
bag.
project
Yeah.
bag of what I was stitching. So
That's
when
what I think I did
had it
too.
just stuck in the wrong spot. But yeah, I was like, I swear I had more things, but
I know.
found it.
I gotta dig through my bag.
Okay, so moving on to whips.
Alright.
All right.
Jeez.
And
That
I'm
took us a
gonna
while
need
to get there. Here,
Okay.
give me that.
Okay.
Tell me when you need a drink.
I will. Where
Whips.
are my... Oh, yeah. Okay, so, as far as cross stitch, I had a finish also, so that I also spent time doing, but I took my Courage Sal with me, with my blue colors, to get some voting on which color blue, and Shelly Lynn, voted on this less intense teal color. So I did restitch the little heart in the corner and the L, but I left the other ones. I don't know if you can tell. It's just less bright. I really like that other color, but I feel like sticking with what I was trying to do. I mean, my grandma, who is the teal color, had ovarian cancer, but she passed away, and so I was using a darker pink for the PL of my aunt who passed away from breast cancer, so it doesn't make sense to have such a bright color, I feel like, for my grandma. So I worked on that. I worked on some stitching over here, and where else? Down here. I don't know. I've been stitching around anyways on it, but I just want to get it done. I have a lot of whips, but this one's meaningful, and so I feel like I just keep showing it over and over again, but I'm really trying to get it done. And then other whips, non-cross stitch related, I worked on a couple more of my Spargo tone down. I did the, I don't know if you can see, this one and this little cat face. I hope the lighting's okay.
I don't remember that light. We didn't make it up.
There, maybe that's better. But I'm not done with the cat face yet, but I don't know. It's a fun little activity. Oops. And Monday I'm going to my first featherweight club at Primitive Gathering. So I was trying to come up with something to sew and something that wasn't super, I don't know, something that wouldn't stress me out so that I could just go and sew things. So we got this pattern when we went to Primitive Gatherings, All Things Pumpkin Retreat. It's small, it's a little like mini quilt thing, and then there's some wool applique on there as well. But you use, Lisa Bonjean made, what's it called? It's like paper to make the half square triangles. And these are 3/4 inch half square triangles. And someone who hasn't done a whole lot of sewing, it's been a learning curve. So I have my little kit now. I have everything cut out, and I sat and sewed a million of these little half square triangle things and then sewed them together. And I feel like, I don't know how I feel about them anyways, because I followed the dotted lines. I feel like I sewed them in the proper lines. I cut them in the proper lines. I pressed them. I did all the things, but I don't know that any one of them is identical, and it kind of bothers me a little bit, but I'm just hopeful that once I get it all kind of put together and sewn, that maybe it won't look as weird as I feel like it might look. And I have
It's gonna look great.
yes. Anyways, so I'm taking that on Monday to sew all the parts together on my featherweight.
Okay.
And then girls, get ready for this.
Oh boy.
I saw you
Okay,
over this.
I've been working hard on this. We get the Primitive Gatherings wool box subscription. We get one every other month.
Mm-hmm.
There are multiple projects in it. So we're like the main project is a quilt square every box, and it's a 2-year project. Then there's also this, like this, yes. Like that's one square.
I'm flying on mine.
She's
I'm flying on mine.
And then there's another mystery project. It's called Coat of Many Colors. So we've had 5 boxes that have these.
Leaves?
No,
We call them
they
leaves?
call them melons.
Okay.
What did we call them?
We call them vaginas, but they are melons.
Okay.
And I hadn't been working on it, but I'm like, the next box that comes out, like next week, I think is the finishing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, this is something I could just work on. It's not whatever. So I've been spending a lot of time this week. I cut them all out and ironed them all and did all the things, and I've been stitching them. So I have one more bag of 4 that I need to stitch, but yeah, I don't know. Melons.
Melons.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a bunch of melons.
Got a bunch of melons. So stay tuned. Whatever this is gonna be. Coat of Many Colors makes me think of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, but I don't think it's gonna be that.
No, I feel like they
We
said
saw it. Remember we saw it when we did our tour.
I did not see it.
You
'cause I
didn't?
didn't go on
I feel
to-
like she did show us. I just don't remember specifics.
I
but
feel like you guys told me what it was, but
I think it's like a table runner kind of a thing, but
It is.
that's my whips.
Okay. I don't have a whole lot in the whip department. I have bought this pattern at the Jingle Ball last year from Lindy Stitches. It's called December Down Under.
Down under.
And it's a set of ornaments. It's kind of one of the first things I bought when we started up stitching last year. So I'm doing it just on a 14 count that I hand dyed just with the DMC call for colors. And I'm hoping I have a big chunk of fabric there. I'm hoping to be able to fit them all onto that same fabric. So I just started that this week, and I'm doing this little guy.
Oh, yeah, the ostrich.
Yeah.
guy in the middle.
Yep.
Cute.
Then I stitched my Courage as well. I finally got all the way over to the other side. So I made a little bit of progress. I keep plugging along at it.
I gotta get back to mine.
Need to get out of timeout.
Yeah.
It's a struggle.
And that too, it's just some fabric I hand dyed. It's, I think a 18 count. And then this one, I don't know, I might have bought this at the Jingle Ball, I'm not sure, but Invierno by Satsuma Street.
Invierno.
Must be some
Yeah.
DMC colors.
Yeah, I always get stickers on things. And this one I got in the hoop, so I'm just gonna show it that way. But I made a little bit of progress on this one. That's a little fun stitching with the variegated floss that goes into the border. So I'd like to kind of, there's 9 different blocks. I'm going to try to maybe, at least get 3 done. Maybe I'm not going to finish it up this year, but maybe get 3 blocks done before the holidays. So that's fine. Little mini goal on that.
Right.
That's it for my whips.
Well, I don't have many either. And both mine are part of my haul. Because I had to have them. And I did not follow the rule of kitting up one thing. So I got a few.
Well,
So I have the Forest Snowfall by Country Cottage Needleworks. This little house and I like the little animals on there. So I started that bad boy. And I got that far. So I was pretty proud of myself on that one, but except I got a little nervous because I thought I might have shorted myself on some space over there, so sure. And then this I had to have. I had to kit it up, but ink circles, the button.
And did you get silks with that?
No,
No?
just classic color.
Oh, classic color.
But yes. And I don't have a lot done on it, but I got 2 buttons. But it's a fun little, the colors are beautiful.
Is this the one that just...
All right.
Sorry about that, folks.
We had to have a few more glasses of wine while our battery died. So it wouldn't be FlossTube without some kind of
technical difficulty.
You don't have dogs barking or
No.
cats.
Oh, heater.
Sorry, we're probably making noise with that. We had to warm up in between here.
Warm up. We had to do a lot of unplugging.
Some troubleshooting.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're praying to baby Jesus this stays.
works.
I'm
Yes.
feeling good about it.
Okay.
Get back
Yes.
into.
So
I finished my whip.
we
so.
think that's about where we
Yep.
ended. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go into finishes.
Yes.
I have one.
Imagine I have none. Okay.
All right. I finished my Wee Santa sail. I changed out the blue color and I don't know, his inner shirt. It was a green color and I made it more of a gray color, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but I have them written down if anybody needs to know. But that is that.
Okay. I also finished my Wee Santa. I used all the called for colors, but I did not put the beads on.
Oh, I didn't put beads either.
I just,
I thought it's cute without.
yeah, where the beads were, I just made a stitch of the color of what the bead was supposed to be. So that is complete. And then I have one other finish. And this is, oops, you know what, I didn't bring the picture.
Well, they'll get the gist of it.
I think it's from Cherry Hill Designs, and it's called Love. And I used the called for DMC, and I think the fabric is a 14 count oatmeal.
You did some ironing, clearly.
I did a little bit of ironing.
Very fancy.
She did.
Very
Cute.
fancy.
I like it.
That is it for finish.
Okay.
Okay.
Finishes now. Haul.
Buckle up for haul.
Buckle up for
Buckle
haul.
up for haul. I didn't feel like I really had a ton until I started listing it all out, so I'm sorry for this.
She's got a bit.
Or do you guys want to go first and then I can go, or do you want me just to do it?
Sure. You want to go in? I'll go and then Jayme can go?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do something a little different.
Okay, we're gonna do something a little different. Okay, so this is my haul all from Blue Earth.
Welcome Stitchery.
Welcome
Yes.
Stitchery. Every time I turned around, I had another something in my hand. So my 2 projects that I was working on, I got from there as well. But with the needle and thread, I got peppermint and pine. I had to have that. Maybe I'll show it this way.
That's cute. I like it.
Yes.
And with her store, because there's so much, like, they're hung by designer, but it's on each hook there's multiple designs, so it's like a lot of rummaging and it's very fun, and just when you think you're good, you're not, because you
It's like
find
going to the
another thing.
library and
Yes.
going into the whatchamacallit.
The card catalog.
Yeah, where you had to,
Yep.
again,
Reindeer games.
reindeer games, had to have, and you get the little finishing pieces.
Is that Brenda?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And this Plum Street sampler, The Joyous Season. And I'm sorry about this plastic on here. Maybe this was a bad idea. Could have been prepared.
We weren't just sitting and drinking wine.
I know.
15 minutes.
Okay. Alright. And then I got the Welcome Stitchery, the exclusive Christmas
Ornament.
So I got the 21 and the 23. 2021 and the 2023.
I know, I wanted that 21. I should have got it. Now you're giving me FOMO again.
I know. So this was super cute. Justine finished hers with beads instead of the French knots.
I like me some French knots, so
I do too.
Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll wait and see. So that was 23.
And it's fully kitted.
Yes, it came fully kitted. This was the 21. I had to have this one too.
I know. I don't want to look at it.
Again, fully kitted.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was pretty darn cute too.
All you have to do is just show a girl.
I know. Could you put that back in there for me?
And there's this, and then it's like,
I know.
yes, there is.
Sure, we'll take it.
And this is a hands-on design called Welcome. And she designed it after going to Welcome Stitchery. So there's like a little story in here.
Cute. I didn't even get that far on
Yeah.
that, so I'll have to read up on that.
In 2021, she went to visit Welcome Stitchery. Justine and her family were very welcoming, so she
Yes, they are.
designed this
Very good.
exclusive for Welcome Stitchery. So it comes fully kitted. Super adorable. That's my haul.
You got the bag too, right?
Oh, I did.
You did.
I did. Hold on.
Don't forget that.
Whoopsie. Do we have one more?
Because we had to have that last
Well,
shopping
yep.
trip.
One last trip. We were headed over, and I had to get me a Welcome Stitchery bag. So just a canvas bag. But
Very cute.
yes. Okay. That concludes my haul.
Okay. I have from JBW Designs. It's like Jardine Needlebook, I think, accessories. So I really like JBW Designs. Judy's stuff is so cute, and I would like to have gotten more, but there's so much there. So
I didn't even see this.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. You were holding out on us.
I know. I'm not going to show that one because that was
Okay.
same thing. That was the same as Erica had. I got this Snow Magical. I can't see who's that. That's by
Greta Gervais.
yeah. That
With the needle and thread.
I think Nicole Spohr is doing a stitch along on this, so I'd like to get the finishing board from Chantel 141 and finish that. So I kind of fell in love with that.
I wanted that one too, but
And the reindeer game,
Yep.
so you already showed that.
I did.
This pattern, I couldn't remember, but I feel like I bought it at the Funeral Home Stitchers in their sale that they had. It's by the Scarlet Letter.
Token of friendship.
Yeah, and I thought that was really cute.
What bright colors.
And then we went down the rabbit hole with Julie for her Hardanger Christmas ornaments. So Jayme and I both got in on this one, and I'm hoping we'll be able to master, or we may be calling her for some advice or contacting her. So
The directions look pretty good.
yeah.
We just need to commit, give it a shot, but
I almost
I
went with it, but I
I
didn't.
went back
I
and
felt
forth
like
with
we're
it.
there,
Yeah.
she's there.
I know.
I know.
I know. I know.
And And then they had a whole basket full of Carolyn Mannings, and I've really been always wanting to get one, and I kind of wanted to go with more of the type that I've seen everybody with the squares, but I saw this one and I fell in love with it. It's called Viking from the Garden Labyrinth collection, and it's just a bunch of different stitches, and I think it's really interesting. And then I purchased a punch needle primitive stitcher, the Christmas edition. And that is, I've seen a lot of people, so I'm not going to show pages from it, but I've seen a lot of people show it. I mean, there's really a lot of good patterns. And also, I got the cross stitch Christmas ornament edition, and that also really has some cute patterns. And so that was part of my haul. And that is it for me. You can look at it if you want.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, ready, gals?
Yep. We're ready.
Okay.
We're ready for the one project she kitted up.
Yeah,
Everybody.
Well, this is in no particular order also, but I'm just going to pull things out. So,
Okay.
at the funeral
You
home,
want me to show?
yep, for the Maker's Market thing, Dee Johnson had these. She gave us the little zipper bling, but I bought this from her, a project bag.
I really wanted
It's
one.
really nice and sturdy, and I love the fabric. And
Them little scissors in there were super cute.
Yep.
And then the back is like a cross stitch. Little X's. It's pretty darn cute.
Alright. Well, just okay. So then, also at the funeral home, there was, her name is Jessica Anderson. She has her own alpacas and makes her own yarns, and the names of the alpaca are on the yarn. I did not buy yarn, but I bought these little acorns because I thought they were really cute.
Mm-hmm.
She's very talented.
Yes. They're super cute. She gave us each one too.
And here's her card. If you want.
It's her alpaca. So I feel like
Does
it
it
focuses on my face
Put your
and
hand behind it or whatever.
alright.
Okay. Well, the other day at Primitive Gatherings, this has been on our wish list, so I bought it, but it's the mini stem cutting ruler for wool applique to make decent stems, so I
Come on now.
did that.
Oh, I'm gonna need that.
I've been looking at it for like, I think since the summer.
I also, at that trip, bought myself some more Valdanis that I need for the wool boxes. I had a list, and I bought them, and when I was putting them into my inventory on the app on my phone, I only needed 3 of those.
Well, I'll purchase
Well,
some from you because I only have this little stash. I think right
even
here.
when I feel like I'm being organized
Right.
and whatever, I'm not. So, Primitive Christmas at Primitive Gatherings, they have these wooden ornaments. It's in 2 pieces, and you can put a piece of fabric, you know, between the 2. Show that, but they had different shapes and things. I feel like they're just about out of them now.
Those are really cute, yeah, and then it
Yeah.
shows through, like,
Yeah.
like had it
Put
in the
some
center where
fabric.
the fabric was in there, so it was pretty cool.
Yep.
Looks like a little mini quilt.
Yep.
That's pretty cute.
Okay, then let's see. For Primitive Christmas, Kathy Decker designed 2 cross stitch patterns. She leads our cross stitch club, so there is that one, and I bought it fully kitted.
I like that. I got my gift card too for Primitive Gatherings.
Oh,
How much
yeah.
did we get there? Those are cute.
And then she made this drum, or it could be a pillow.
Did this come fully kitted?
It did. You could buy just the pattern also, but I bought the kit. Gotcha. And you could get it Ada or linen.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. And then what else? Okay, and then this is part of the primitive Christmas because I spent $40.
That's hard to imagine.
You get these patterns. So this one is the fully kitted. It's a little wool ornament, and you get the wool with it.
Come on now.
And they sold extra little kits of the wool if you wanted to make more of them.
Those are darn
Right?
cute with that little checker.
I know. Cute.
Yep.
Okay, then this was a free pattern. It's like embroidery, Merry Christmas to you. I always like Lisa's embroidery patterns as well.
That's cute. I like that's in this shape of the ornament.
And then this mini quilt. I'm real good with those half square triangles. I bet I could really just jump right into that one, but that pattern was for free.
Joyful Miniature, it's called.
Yep. And then there's a wool applique pillow pattern, Dear Christmas Pillow. I saw some people at Sit and Stitch working on that the other day.
That is cute.
Right. And then there is a quilt all decked out.
I like that one too. I know, I saw that on the live and I was really wanting it.
And I bought the kit for it. I was torn. There were some other quilts, and because I'm a quilter now,
Well, it's
I
very.
bought all the stuff. So
very
it's some wool applique and
Yes.
fabric.
Beautiful colors.
I know. Real pumped
I
about
like that.
it.
Right there.
I'm a little concerned with the white on there, but we'll get over that.
We'll get over that.
Someday when I ever finish it, we'll worry about
It's not white, at least. It's a little
Right.
off white, so you
Right.
little.
Okay, I already showed that, so I don't need to show it too. Then I have been wanting Shelly's project bag for keepsakes. It's their 25th
Shelley
anniversary.
Fry?
Yes, Shelly Fry of Antique Needleworkers hand makes these. She made a certain amount of them. That also came with an exclusive pattern by Georgia Girl Stitching.
Yep.
Yes, it's called Welcome Home.
Where was I when this was down?
I don't know. You totally missed out. I set an alarm because I did not want to miss out on this. So,
Come on.
I know.
I want one of these.
Well, check their website, Keepsakes. Check it out, but
And
I want
check
that
out
bag.
What is
Yes.
it, Georgia Girl?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's got
She has a floss tube, and I really enjoy her floss tube a lot. She does some really cute things.
But so the project bag has a little snap. I know. And so, for people who don't know, Keepsakes bag is that like green gingham whatever. And Shelly said everybody needs to have a bag that has the keepsake,
Yes.
gingham on there. So she made those, and also the little like notion bag thing with little ribbon that you tie in
That's
the
so
button.
cute. The colors.
Oh,
are
I gotta go and check.
Yeah.
I gotta go and check this out.
I know. I was on a mission. I was ready to put up elbows to try to get one quickly.
Probably all
before they
gone,
were
but
gone.
I'm gonna.
Maybe they'll have them again. Maybe they'll do it again. But
Shelly, do it again.
Okay. And then I need to show you my one kitted project.
Get ready.
So I also I don't know where to start, guys.
I don't know.
Okay. My one kitted project. Rose was stitching this when
And
she
it was
came.
beautiful.
Yes.
The colors
And
are
it's
beautiful.
bright and beautiful.
Yes.
I
On
have
lane.
about this one too. I wanted,
Yeah.
but
Welcome to our home.
Yep.
But
fully kitted. Exactly what I needed when I went there. My one kitted project, so that I have something to remember the experience by.
there's the colors.
Beautiful.
Yep, one kitted up project.
One-
Yeah,
Get it up,
yeah.
project.
That's how she started out, and then
I mean,
she stuck close to her
that
plan.
was one day, yeah. I also got the exclusive Welcome Stitchery
Did you get your floss yet?
ornament. I did. I don't think so,
I got mine last week.
but I can't say I checked the mail lately.
Okay.
Okay. And I also got fully kitted. That's another memory. The Hardinger ornament. I mean, you always need to start something new.
Right.
You know?
And you got, where did you get this?
It came with the kit.
Oh, it came with
kit.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
little
took
needle
mine.
minder. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I think what you meant when you said you're gonna kit up one, it meant you were gonna spend the time to kit up one yourself, but that didn't mean you couldn't buy pre-kitted.
Right. Yeah, that other
projects.
people kitted, right?
Well, right.
Yeah, that,
Right.
that was it.
And
that's
think
what
stuck
you
to the
meant.
Plan. Yeah.
And you can't just send me into the store and show me things.
Well, I didn't make the commitment because I know better.
Yeah.
And I knew I just was not gonna be good.
These are memories, Eric.
These are memories.
memories.
These are memories.
Memories forever.
Yes.
Oh, there's other things in here. Hold up. Okay, so I fully kitted this one. I did. It didn't come kitted.
So you fully kitted more than
I
one.
did. I
Wow.
fully kitted one of them. So it's ink circles. It's a blueprint for the Rainbow City, and it kind of gave me a, I don't know, youthful vibe, like a Lisa Frank. I don't know. There's some like neon, whatever going on in there.
Alright, with the shining on there, but it's bright.
It's bright. And the bright colors are actually just like a variegated whatever. So I got some 36 count Boston Seraphim fabric.
I don't know. We spent forever looking for this.
Back.
It seemed to match close enough to.
Yeah.
And then I got some dinky dyes. My first time
Those
trying those out.
luxurious.
Yeah. So I mean, technically, it's like a new thing. So I also it's kitted and it's a new experience.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
So that it's
yeah.
checking two
That's
boxes.
the justification.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, and then
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember this
I mean,
trap.
you could go in the store 5 times and see different things each time. So the key is get in, get out. Stick
Yeah.
with the plan. Because
Yeah.
if you say, well, I maybe need to go back in there, then you're like, oh, look at these stickers, so I need to get those.
Yes. Every day I'm stitching.
Mm-hmm.
And Floss Boss. Cross stitch makes everything better.
Yeah, that's a true statement right there.
Mm-hmm.
So she got, and then some other lady's like, "Oh, where did you get those stickers from?"
I
So
know.
then I think she got her caught in that trap
Label,
too.
label.
Yeah.
Okay, and then,
Oh,
I
I
mean-
forgot to show mine.
well, we'll show
That's
mine.
fine.
We
Okay.
found those. That was another, like, random.
Yep,
We love us some
glitter.
floss drops. They're sparkly.
Yeah, there's very
I
sparkly,
mean, whatever.
rainbowy.
Mm-hmm.
We're fun.
They're beautiful.
They are beautiful. I like those.
We bought the Welcome Stitchery needle minder.
See,
And
I
it's
forgot
pink.
a bunch of
For
things.
pink stitchers.
I have one.
It's perfect.
I don't know how to make this. There. Struggling to focus.
Focus, focus. Okay, then. I mean, I didn't fully kit it, but it's a Caroline Manning Pegasus. This was like initially going there. I was going to look for a Caroline Manning that I was going to fully kit. So I half stuck to, well, it was not a half anything, but I bought the pattern anyways.
She did not stick to any plan. Don't let her fool
don't
you.
let her even try to make it sound like she bought a Carolyn Manning, but that's as close to the plan.
And they make you sweat about it because you have a tab. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
just keep
Yeah.
adding things to the tab, and then when it's time the next
Yep.
day to go pay for the things, then you have a
Surprise.
damn heart attack.
I know.
So, okay, and then
Oh, I forgot about
the Houses
this.
of Hawk Run Hollow, which I was going to fully kit this, but Justine talked me down from this one because I wanted to do it all in the NPS or whatever. Well, it says NPS, but either way, it would have been a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I still want it, and I also ordered the Christmas Hawk Run Hollow.
I feel like I would do some DMC.
Well, and Shelly brought in her Christmas one, Stitch in DMC, and it was
just
beautiful.
as beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it that way.
I mean, I think you could, you know, a couple little parts of it you could
Yeah, well,
do some silky on
I mean,
there or something.
good thing I just bought one kitted project.
Yeah.
So I bought this bag.
Yes, her Welcome Stitchery.
So,
Yeah.
I think
I stayed back at the table on a couple of these excursions that they made.
Yeah.
So I kept myself in a little bit better
Well.
place. So.
I hope that didn't make you too sweaty, but you know, sometimes you gotta have a plan when you
Sometimes you do.
when you go and
Yep. And you stick right to that plan every time.
Oh, and I forgot, for Stitchy Kindness, Rose also gave me a little doily, a spool doily thing for my featherweight.
Oh, yes.
It's in my wallet, where my wallet is.
I got a little bit. This.
Oh, yes.
So
Sure
I
have.
got a vintage piece from a lady that I work with. She said, "Oh, here, I got this. I started this when my son was, when she was pregnant with her son, who's like 30 something now." She's like, "I never finished it. I don't care what you do with it, but she did a good job."
It's really cute.
So,
And I just love to see the tape around the edges
Yep.
because that takes me back to my first cross stitching when you put your masking tape or your painter's tape or whatever you had around
Yep.
the edges. That was like the thing to do.
oh yeah.
But
So
that's very cute.
I'll figure out something to do with it, but finish it for her grandkids or something.
Yes.
So what do we have?
I have one more. I almost forgot, people.
Oh yeah, I remember.
But I thought of it. I would have felt bad.
Mm-hmm.
Look. So if anybody doesn't know, Lisa from Lost in Stitches, she's a fellow pink stitcher too, going through breast cancer. And she now has come up with a couple of her own cross-stitch designs. So the second she said that, I hopped on to have to buy them. So please go
Yeah. Check
support
her out.
her.
Yeah, she could use some support. The designs are adorable.
They are
I'm
super
gonna get.
good.
I saw just watched that yesterday. I want to get some ordered as well.
Mhm.
She
That's
did a
cute.
great job. I love
Yep.
them. And I love her FlossTube.
Yes. And she's got a new spunky haircut prepping
Yeah.
for some chemo hair loss, but her haircut right now is, I don't know, super cute.
So go out and get them.
Yes. She's got
Yeah.
an Etsy shop she just opened, so.
Yeah, so she's really excited. So
Mhm.
she's going through, starting some rounds of chemo, and when you go through that, it's just nice to be uplifted by people. So check out her FlossTube and check out her Etsy store.
Yes.
I feel like we're rolling away because we're in rolling chairs today.
Okay. So
Okay.
now we're just gonna do future plans, I think.
Future plans.
All right. So Monday I'm going to Featherweight Club. My first time doing that. We got the Jingle Ball coming up.
Yes.
Yes. I need to get organized for 12 by 12.
That's
and
all I'm
24
doing.
and 2024. I feel like for my 12 by 12, because of the theme is things from magazines or whatever, I might do 6 cross stitches and 6 punch needles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But I need to
I gotta
plan. I need to get
I gotta get cracking on my punch needle. I gotta just put the first, because I haven't touched it since.
Well, you need to get cracking on that.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta
It's
get
very
cracking
fun.
on a lot of things.
No.
I gotta get on my wool. I'm gonna do block 1.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna get to block 1.
I mean, you got one more year before.
I know. I know. But
I'm not really laughing because I do a block 1 partially done, but that's
Well,
about
I
it.
gotta
And
get at least to cut the pieces out.
Yeah.
Can
And
I at
that's
least?
very fun.
yeah, get it.
And
Putting
then
it
I have to get a
somewhere.
list of what I need here.
Mm-hmm. And I might have triples of some of them,
Yeah.
so, I mean, whatever.
So I can at least get started.
Yeah.
We also, on our table, we're discussing, so there's obviously a difference, maybe not, but when the Floss Boss and cousins call each other heifers,
Yep.
we were pretty much in agreement that up here, that's fighting words, and you might get a black eye if you call somebody a heifer.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just being silly, and we're like, we need to have our own retreat and like a little mini retreat,
yeah, I forgot
and
about
what could we call each other? And Erica lives in Beaver Dam, so we decided we're gonna be the Beavers,
Yeah.
Which led to
a lot of inappropriate,
talk, but
a lot of laughing till we cried
Yes.
because
Yes.
it just was very funny.
Yes.
So there's a little retreat place here in Beaver Dam, just a small group, and we have a group of us that we're gonna try to coordinate something to just all get together and have just a girls' weekend to stitch. So we're calling it the Beaver Retreat. So.
Yeah, was it Beaver Stitcher? I don't know, but
Well, I'll have to call my friend Rose and get the scoop on it
And-
because she's got something special coming up.
Yeah.
Oh
For
yes,
this-
yeah.
oh yes,
for this
she
retreat.
does.
That's
And
right.
I mean, maybe in a small group we could call each other heifers,
Yeah, right.
but we would not walk into a bar and call anybody a heifer.
No.
No, we would definitely not. But I love that those ladies.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have an admiration for ladies that
It
can
makes
call
me
each
laugh.
other heifers
It makes
because
me laugh.
Yeah,
It's funny.
Yeah, and not that beavers isn't necessarily
Right. I just live in Beaver Dam, so
Yeah,
it's.
so we had a good laugh about
Yep.
that.
But yeah, we're gonna have hopefully this winter sometime.
with a couple of people that we met, new people that we met at Welcome Stitchery, and some of our friends from previous things.
Yes.
So, yeah, so that'll be fun.
I'm Rose's favorite, so I can't wait for the retreat.
Right.
Mhm.
And I got a little something special for her.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, what else you got?
I don't know. I feel like that's
Yeah,
That's the
I'm
major
working on
things right
12 by
now.
12.
Yeah, I'm
For
the
sure.
Same. I wanna. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've been going through some of my magazines. I may do some things out of magazines. I think I'm gonna focus a little more. Maybe do a couple bigger things, but more focus on small things that are a little easier for me to not pick up next July and say, oh, here's the 4 stitches that I put in on the 12 by 12.
Right.
I want to do something maybe I can make progress a little bit faster. So maybe by July I would have had something finished. So, and then for the 24 by 24, I'm going to, I think, do a lot of stitch from my stash to be able to do that because I have lots of patterns and some are already kitted. And so I think I'm just going to pick 24. I won't say I wouldn't get something new, but I'm going to try to do a majority of things that I already have.
well, and I'm gonna do the 24 by 24, and most likely it will all be things I already have that I will have to kit up. But I am not committing.
Don't worry, she's gonna kid
I
us.
am
not
not committing to
All right.
only stitching my stash. Like I heard Callie and Christy were saying that their goal for 2024 is to stitch from stash. And I really appreciate that, and I really have enough that like I'd still have to buy fabric and floss for some of the things.
Yeah.
But I don't have self-control, and clearly...
I'm not saying all of 2024 I'm only going to stitch, but for the 24, I feel like I already have 24. Either I have the pattern, or I have it all kitted up, or I maybe even have started it a little bit at 12 by 12 last year. So I'm going to try to have a little variety of, I'm not going to feel like I have to go out and buy 24 new patterns. I guess that's where I'm going with it.
I'm not making any rules about it. Maybe I'll buy 24.
Okay.
Ooh,
Maybe I'm going to buy 24 new.
Okay.
And I'll kit them up right on up.
Okay. Keep us posted on that.
Yeah.
All at once, or...
I don't know.
Okay.
When do I have to get started by it?
Well, I think it starts in January. I don't know.
The beginning of the year.
I mean, Pam from Just Keep Stitching already has her planner filled out.
Yeah, she's got
of
exactly
exact
which
dates.
one she's starting in every month. So, I mean, you got to get there.
I'm not a
Erica.
planner person.
You've got your cards and stuff now.
Well, I
that
got my cards. I got my cards. That is one of my. I'm gonna start getting on these project cards.
Okay.
Welcome Stitchery gave us some cute ones, and
yeah,
I'm gonna try that. I can't put anything in a planner. I cannot. I tried. I put about 5 things in there, and I never picked it back up. So I'm not even.
Remember, she was going to be the secretary at one
She
point
was.
and keep
Yeah.
all of her
Okay,
things
I was
right.
the note taker for a bit, and I kept us on track. But we haven't had an actual meeting.
No. Yeah, we last winter.
Yeah, it's
Probably around this time, we were planning to do our FlossTube. So we had weekly meetings.
Every
Erica
Tuesday.
was the secretary.
Yeah.
And we didn't even start our FlossTube.
A lot of
till
times
June.
the secretary seemed to have social events. And we would go, maybe a month or so without the secretary attending the meeting.
Well, I'm not.
Or she'd be a little tipsy showing us her punch needle
Sometimes.
magazine.
Multiple times. So, suffice to say, we
Don't charge the free help. For God's sakes. I wasn't getting paid to be the secretary.
So, we're not sure we're going to continue with that plan anymore.
Well, we haven't not had a meeting, but we maybe need to have one.
I know.
Coming
It's
up.
coming into the time of the year. But,
I mean, we need to regroup a little, maybe.
Yeah, we do.
well, I suppose we should we should wind this down. It's been a lot of haul, a lot of information, and it is still Thanksgiving, and
It is. So.
we may go have a little round 2 on the food, so we need to get that going. So we want to thank everybody again for liking and following us, and if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button and like our videos.
Yes, we can do a giveaway.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to get to 2,500, so we need. That's where we're going, right?
Yep.
Can't remember.
Yep.
So please like and subscribe, and I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and is ready to start heading into the Christmas season with their stitching. So
Okay.
All right. So keep stitching and
Get
your boobs checked and start getting ready for the holidays.
Yes.
ooh, that was a little.
I know. She
I
threw a little zinger in there.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.